Have you ever wondered how asking the right questions can change your life? The quality of the questions we ask ourselves often determines the quality of the answers we receive. Hey, it's KJ, and welcome to this very special episode of Pera and Purpose Podcast, a show about money and meaning. My aim is for you to use money as a tool to live a meaningful life. And yes, if you'll be watching this sa YouTube channel, this is special kasi currently I'm recording this in Riyadh. This is my first international talk. Kaya minaximize ko na rin tong hotel para makapag-record. And na-inspire akong gawin tong episode na to kasi yung mga questions that I ask is actually helping me in making decisions na usually hindi ko ginagawa. And it opened a lot of opportunities to me. Kaya I want to share this with you. Dahil asking the right questions has been a game changer for many successful individuals as well. And before anything else, i-share nyo muna ito sa inyong KKK, inyong kaibigan, kamag-anak, kapatid, kawisin, nakawag, kapismisan, lahat ng kay mo. I-share mo to sa kanya. Oh, dahil alam ko, if you've been listening to the podcast for quite some time now, and nabago na nito ang iyong mindset around money and purposeful living. So, bakit ba marami sa atin ang hindi nag-ask ng right questions? We often ask limiting questions that lead to limited answers, restricting our potential and growth. Kaya dati, I used to ask pag mayroon akong problemang iniisip, is kaya ko ba to? And then, pag yun yung usually na tinatanong ko, nag-iisip na ako ng mga bagay kung bakit hindi ko kakayanin na ma-execute or ma-solve ang isang problem. Kaya nagkakaroon ako ng parang limited results. Kasi nga, hindi ko pa na-try yung isang bagay na yun. And if I ask myself, kaya ko ba to? Parang may magsasabi na hindi mo pa naman to nagagawa eh. So hindi mo to kaya. Parang ganun na yung nangyayari. And for instance, no, balikan natin yung story ni Thomas Edison, naka-invento ng light bulb. Nagkaroon siya ng countless failures sa kanyang invention. Hindi naman niya tinanong, why can't I get this right? Instead, he asked himself, what have I learned from these attempts? Di ba, nagkaroon siya ng 10,000 failed experiments. And itong shift in perspective actually led him to eventually change the world because he changed his question. And I think many of us don't ask the right questions kasi number one, we don't have clarity. Hindi natin alam kung ano ba talaga gusto nating i-solve, right? Hindi natin alam kung ano yung goals natin. And because we don't have these clear goals, then we don't ask the right questions to help us define what we really want in life. Pangalawa is yung fear of failure. So instead of asking how to overcome obstacles, marami sa atin ang nakafocus on why they might fail. Kaya normally, like what I said a while ago, it leads to self-doubt. Iniisip ko kung kakayanin ko ba talaga siya. And lastly is meron tayong limited perspective. And that's why we ask narrow questions na naglilimit sa atin ng ating mga capabilities para makita yung broader opportunities and solutions. So, yun yung, I think, some of the reasons bakit marami sa atin is na-stuck with limiting questions. There's this quote nga na nabasa ko. It's a quote from Voltaire. Sabi niya, judge a man by his questions rather than his answers. Napaka-profound nung quote na yon dahil dun mo malalaman na kung paano mag-isip ang isang tao by how he ask the questions. So ano ba yung mga questions na dapat nating itanong? Well, meron akong iba't ibang set of questions that I ask myself, depende sa situation, to help me uncover certain solutions. And there are also some questions I ask myself to help me feel grateful, to help me feel na I'm making progress. So, isa dito yung aking daily reflective questions. Like, at the end of the day, I ask myself, ano ba ang isang bagay na I'm grateful for? What am I grateful for today? And what did I learn today? And lastly, sino ba yung tinulungan ko today? So, yung tatlong questions na yun, help me find meaning in everyday that I'm doing. Kasi it helps me anchor to the things na meron ako ngayon to appreciate the things that I have. And it also helps me ask myself kung ano ba yung natutunan ko, which learning for me is very important. It's one of my core values. And lastly is, sino ba yung natulungan ko? By doing this, it makes me feel na I'm useful. Kaya I always ask these 3 questions as part of my daily journaling. Then there's also this clarity questions. And ito rin yung same na questions that I ask my clients pag nag-open ako ng isang coaching session. So, kasi kung hindi clear sa isang tao kung ano yung gusto nila, then definitely hindi nila ma-hit yung goal na yun. Palagi silang magkakaroon ng mga paiba-ibang approach sa kanilang gagawin. So, the first question is, what do I want in life? Okay? By having this very simple question, dinidefine nito kung ano yung gusto mong ma-achieve or ano yung gusto mong makuha. It can be material things, it can be physical, it can be about your relationship, anything that you really want in life. So, what is it for you? And what does success look like? Ano ba yung ibig sabihin pag ba nasabi mo na let's say you're focusing on your health, if you're like for me, ang success ng health ko means na ang weight ko should be within 65 to 70 kilograms. So that's how I define success. And you also have to define failure. What does failure look like? Diba? Para clear sa'yo na if you've reached this certain milestone man yan or a certain number, you know na you're failing or you're succeeding sa iyong goal kasi you have a specific and clear thing that you want to achieve. These questions help you define your goals. And most importantly is, ang pinaka-important question pa rin is, why is this important? Kasi of all the things that you've set, yung mga goals mo, kailangan malaman pa rin kung ano yung deepest why for doing it. Dahil kung hindi, then you won't find the motivation to succeed and to move forward. Kasi oftentimes, ang goals natin is something na hindi pa natin na-achieve before. And if you're not asking the right questions, then it will lead to self-doubt. Now, if magkaroon ka naman ng problema, I call this yung mga roadblocks sa buhay. So, I have these roadblock questions. So, I first ask myself, ano ba yung problema? What is the problem? I have to clearly define the problem. Kasi if you cannot clearly define what the problem is, then you will find it hard to look for the solution. So, kung ang problema is you're failing in your finances, ano ba yung problema? Okay, clearly define this. Kunyari, you are in debt. How much debt is it? I have 300,000 pesos worth of debt. So that is the problem. Okay? Alam mo kung ano yung gusto mong i-solve. Then the next question I ask is, sino kaya yung naka-solve ng ganitong klase ng problem? Sino kayang tao na nagkaroon ng isang malaking utang and nabayaran niya? So for that example. And once I find that person, I ask him or ask her, anong ginawa mo to solve this problem? Ngayon, probably wala kang kakilala sa circle mo who has solved a huge problem in your life. Then you have to look for them online through different Facebook groups or communities. Kasi if nahihirapan ka, then you really have to share your struggles with others. I've mentioned this in the past episode, diba? Why you need to share your mess with others. So those are my roadblock questions. And then whenever I face failure or hindi ko man ma-reach yung isang goal na na-achieve ko, kasi not all of my goals na-achieve ko, okay? Hindi naman ako perfect. Ganun ka rin. You'll also have this experience. And the questions I ask myself is, where is this experience leading me to? If hindi ko na-reach yung goal na yon, di ba? So I internalize, I revisit, saan kaya ako dinadala nito, right? Kasi nga, there's this quote, if you get rejected, it can sometimes be linked sa failure. Then rejection is actually a redirection. And I've been redirected sa mga iba't ibang path previously. Nung una, hindi ko alam kung bakit. And akala ko it's really a dead end. Pero nung na-realize ko and I follow that path na na-redirect ako, I eventually realized na mas maganda pa pala yung naging plans for me. So, yun yung lagi yung ina-ask. Kaya hindi ako nawawala ng enthusiasm each time I don't reach a goal. Kasi I always think na merong mas malaking bagay that's in store for me. So that's the first question. Where is this experience leading me to? And then the next one is, what did I learn from this experience? So you really have to self-reflect on that. Ano ba yung natutunan mo out of this particular experience sa nangyari sa'yo? The last question is, what must I do to do better next time? Para hindi mo na maulit yung actions na ginawa mo in the past that led to failure or that led to not you reaching your goal. They say experience is the best teacher, no? Pero that's not really true. Analyzed experience is the best teacher. Kaya nga, may makikita ka ng mga tao na siguro palaging pag nagkakajowa sila ng bago, yun at yun pa rin yung mga nagiging type of people na nakakasama nila sa kanilang buhay. Kasi nga, they never analyzed kung ano ba yung naging problema nila. So, if you analyze your problems or yung experiences, then you get better results. Kaya it starts with asking the right questions. And before I lead dun sa aking life-changing questions, gusto ko munang i-share itong set of questions. Ito yung 4 questions ni Jim Rohn na nakatulong talaga sa akin when I was struggling sa buhay. And I came across yung video niya. And na-inspire talaga ako. I always listen kay Jim Rohn and if I need motivation kasi sobrang galing niya magsalita. And with just few words, mababago niya ang iyong perspective. So, the first question that he asked is, why? Di ba? Ang bilis. Why? Why should I read books? Why should I try public speaking? Ito yung mga times na may mga in-explore akong skills. Why should I go out and meet new people? Why should I even bother helping others, diba, in handling their finances? And then the next question is, why not? Bakit hindi, diba? Why not read those books? Why not help those people? Why not expand your network? Kasi, ano namang masama if you don't do that? Yun yung second question niya. Yun yung sinasabi niya doon. So, why not? And the next question niya is, why not you? Oo, bakit hindi ikaw? Di ba? You've got the skills, you've got the talent, you're living, you got your health, you have your time. Then why not you? Why not you as a person who will help others? Bakit hindi ikaw yung mag-expand ng network mo? Bakit hindi ikaw yung tutulong sa family mo na maging wealthy and baguhin ang trajectory ng buhay ninyo, ng inyong angkan, right? Yun talaga yung third question na yun, naisip nung narinig ko yun. Why not yung ano? Bakit nga hindi ako? Bakit hindi ako yung magturo ng financial literacy? Bakit ibang tao pa? Ako na yung naka-experience nung failures na yun. Ako na yung scam, ako na yung nagkaroon ko na ng mga kapalpakan sa pera. And ako na rin yung mahilig magbasa about these books. So, why should I ask others to do this for other people? And then yung last question niya, na talagang napagalaw ako, is why not now? Why not now, sabi niya. Bakit hindi ngayon? Bakit kailangan mo maghintay? Bakit kailangan mo pang hanapin yung perfect situation or hintayin yung perfect moment para mag-take action ka? Nung inaral ko itong 4 na questions na ito, dapat gawin ko na siya. Hindi ko na kailangan maging perfect yung situation ko to help others. Hindi ko na kailangan na makabuild ng 1 million dirhams or $1 million na net worth before I help others. Kasi I realized then, eventually, when I was doing this, hindi naman kailangan ng mga taong tinutulungan ko yung pera ko eh. They need guidance on how I overcame those problems. Kasi I realized din na many of us are overcomplicating things, na we wait for things na maging perfect. Like say, sabi na bago, gagawin ko to pag na-promote na ako. Gagawin ko to kapag na-reach ko na yung certain level of success. And then that's the time na mag-share ako sa ibang tao. They just need certain little steps that you did, and that alone can help them with their present situation. So, itong 4 questions na to, grabe, blown away by this. And try nyo rin siya, i-search nyo sa internet yung 4 questions ni Jim Rohn. So, ito na, ang aking mga life-changing questions. No? It's a combination of different questions na aking nakolekta all throughout this past few years. So, una kong question is, how can I afford this? Pag meron akong gustong bilhin, na alam ko na hindi ko naman siya talaga kailangan, it's actually a want. That's my question. How can I afford this? And then, yung level 2 question ko doon is, who can help me pay for this? Who will help me pay for this, let's say, for this phone, for anything that I want? It means na, pag tinanong ko tong question na to, it means I have to look for clients para sa aking coaching business. I don't want to use my money. It actually helps me na maging mas motivated to look for clients and ask for referrals for the coaching or speaking gigs. Kasi if I use my savings, then definitely mababawasan siya, right? Kaya etong questions na to, how can I afford this and who will help me pay for this, will actually help me and my business grow further. Mas naging transformative siya and hindi limiting. It makes it is a win-win situation para sa akin. It grows me personally and also the business. And then the next question there na tinatanong ko rin is, how can I add more value? Kasi I realized na yung level of success, monetary success it is parallel to the value that you give to the market. So, I realized din na ang pera pala is attracted to value. So, if you can offer more value, then the market or people will pay you higher for your service, for what you're doing to solve their problems. Pag nag-stagnate ako sa aking finances, then iniisip ko kaagad na hindi ako ganun ka-valuable sa market. Kasi ito lang yung in-offer niya sa akin. So, I ask myself, how can I offer more value? So, it will help me learn new skill sets. Like right now, I'm learning a different skill set for my next upcoming project na talagang maganda rin ang ibibigay. Pero again, I want to make sure that I have the skills and the knowledge in executing that. Kaya it's always about asking this question, how can I add value? Hindi yung paano ko, sinong mauutangan ko. Kasi in most people will ask, sino kaya yung pera na pwedeng magpahiram sa akin para mabili ko isang bagay na to, or kunyari mapagpaaral ko yung anak ko, or mapatayo ko tong bahay na to, mabili ko tong kotse na to. Diba? I think by default, mga Pinoy, no? Sino kaya pwede kong utangan? Yun yung unang tanong pag nagkaroon ng problema sa pera. So, I don't like that question. Kaya nga, my favorite question is, how can I add value? Kasi hindi naman ako nangungutang eh. I'm trading my service, my expertise, and my time para ma-solve yung problem ng ibang tao. So, it's a fair trade. Hindi kita inutangan, di ba? And I gave you a solution to your problem. And you helped me with the money that you're paying me for it. Kaya this question will help you solve your financial problems. How can I add value? Ni Tony Robbins, because I'm also a fan of Tony Robbins. Sabi niya, quality questions create a quality life. Successful people ask better questions, and as a result, they get better answers. So, this is a call to action for you na mag-ask ng better questions sa buhay mo to get better results. And quick recap lang, we've discussed the importance of asking the right questions, the problem with limiting questions, and the power of structured, intentional questioning with the help of the questions na sinend ko or shinare ko sa inyo, yung mga frameworks na yon, to help you build better habits for better questions. And bottom line lang is, asking the right questions can transform your life by providing clarity, overcoming obstacles, and turning failures into opportunities. This practice nurtures personal growth and meaningful achievements. And isang relevant question or relevant Bible verse for this particular episode is itong Matthew 7 verse 7, where it says na, ask and it will be given to you, seek and you will find, knock and it will be open to you. So hindi ko na expand yan kasi it practically sums up everything that I've discussed. Kaya if there's anything that you need, just ask, di ba? Because if you don't ask, the answer is always no. And you have to ask the right questions. So that wraps our episode for today. But before I let you go, I hope you can listen to the episodes of Pera and Purpose Podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and other podcast streaming platforms. And if you want to have a coaching session with me, message me on LinkedIn, Facebook, email me. Madali na ako kasi malapit na akong pumunta dun sa venue. And also, if meron kang mga questions, message nyo lang ako palagi. Okay, and I'll answer it. Hindi man agad, pero definitely I'll respond to you. Meron tayong mga nakuha questions recently. And if naisip ko lang, no, baka gusto nyo ba ng group, parang coaching session? Because when people ask me about my fees, if you're in the Philippines, medyo pricey siya. Pero if merong willing sa inyo na parang magkaroon ng isang group session na lang, para hindi ganun kabigat yung magiging fees ni Kuya Jay, then it's fine. So, ewan ko if it will help you. Tell me kung ano yung fair price for you guys, for those listening in the Philippines. Kasi I'm getting inquiries for coaching for people in the Philippines. Kaya lang ang rate ko kasi is UAE kasi I'm based in the UAE. And I still want to help you guys out. So, if it's something na you think is important to you, you need help with coaching, hindi na enough yung information that you have, or napakinggan nyo lahat ng episode ng Parent Purpose Podcast, sige, message nyo lang ako and I'll look into it, okay? Muli, ito si KJ, dito sa Saudi, telling you to prosper with a purpose. See you sa next episode. Bye-bye!